Hey there, how's it going? Well, I was hoping I'd be done talking about YouTube issues, but we've got this COPPA thing from the FTC. I'm not worried about my main channel. I mean, my main channel is, I don't really put anything out that's designed for kids or should be geared towards kids. I don't think it's really kid-friendly. But on my Kizum's Clips channel, which is all about archiving old commercials and breaks and things like that for historical purposes, I worry about that channel because some of the commercials have kids in them. And some of the products advertised in those old commercials some of those products are designed for kids. You know, where is the line here? You know, apparently, I mean, if that one of the things that they say in their guidelines is that if the videos have kids in them, or if it contains products designed for kids, then that's considered a video for kids. But this is old stuff. This isn't stuff that people can buy now, at least for the most part. You know, there's 80s and 90s products. But, you know, according to these rules, it might be considered for kids. And I still don't know exactly what it means for someone's channel if it's considered for kids, other than there's no comments. Comment section is gone. There are some other options that are related to monetization that are gone that you can't do, and I don't monetize that anyway. But I'm concerned about, you know, they say that, oh, the notification bell, there's no notification bell. Well, so does that mean that if someone tried to subscribe to that channel, that they won't see videos from it in their subscription feed? I don't know the answer to that, and I don't know where to get the answer to that. I can't exactly ask Google that. They don't answer anything from anyone unless there's some big, huge YouTuber. You know? Like, I mean, look at what happened to Markiplier with the, where people were spamming some emoticons and got their channels, they got their entire Google accounts terminated or suspended as a result. And if it wouldn't have been Markiplier, if it would have been some small creator that this had happened to some of the users that were commenting in the live chat, Google wouldn't have done anything. The only reason why they responded was because it's Markiplier, who has, I don't know how many millions of subscribers. You know, that was the only reason. That's the only reason they responded. They don't respond jack shit to regular users. You know? So I'm not going to find any answers to this stuff. Not from Google. I don't know where to look. And I certainly can't afford a lawyer. So I might be forced to list my Kizum's Clips channel as being for kids, even though a lot of the material isn't really designed for kids. But since so many commercials have kids in them, you know, and so many commercials are for products that are geared towards kids, I just don't know. And then there's this issue with and then the reason why I'm worried is there's this issue involving a $40,000 fine per video that doesn't comply with this stuff. You know, that's why I'm very concerned about, well, if it's considered for kids, I better mark it as for, if, you know, I better mark it that way. I don't know, I'm frustrated. You know, and a lot of other YouTubers are frustrated too. You know, they get this new TOS, and now we have this COPPA stuff. You know, I don't know what to do. I don't know who to ask. I'm confused. And I certainly can't afford, I can't afford any of those fines. You know, I'm wondering how many people are going to end up leaving YouTube as a result of this shit. You know, because you know there's going to be people that leave. I've already heard about some people leaving. They're like, oh, I'm not dealing with this shit. We know what it would have been nice? You know what would have been really nice? Is if YouTube took a different route on this. I mean, kids are not supposed to be creating accounts anyway on YouTube, And if they had some way of making it so kids can't create an account, maybe this wouldn't, and I know a lot of people would hate this, but I still think it would be a much better option than the shit they're doing now, is to make people have to prove who they are. There are ways that, and people would be worried about privacy, but, you have to give Google your driver's license number. Or your ID number, right? Your state-run ID number, or in other countries they have their IDs as well, right? You have to give them this information, and they do a database search to make sure you're really who you say you are, And you have to give your real name to Google, not to the public, but to Google. Something on that order. You have to prove who you are. And if you can't, well, sorry, you can't create an account. That sort of thing, To me, that would have been a better route. And it would have probably also cut back on a lot of the abusive behavior, because it's going to be tied to your name. People couldn't hide behind an anonymity to do terrible things. I think that would have been a good route. But they're doing this shit that they're doing now instead. Messing up people's accounts, making a lot of people just want to quit because they don't want to deal with this shit. Anyway, I guess I don't know what more to say, but I'm concerned. I don't know what this is. I don't know what to do about my Kazooms Clips channel. And, I worry a little bit about some of my Kazooms Mystery Commercial Theater videos. Because not all of them have adult humor in them. Some of them kind of have a bit of potty humor type of thing that maybe some kids would find funny. And some of those contain commercials that have kids in them. So, same problem there. Do I have to make all of my Kazooms Mystery Commercial Theaters, do I have to list them as for kids, even though many of them contain adult humor? This whole thing is just very confusing. I don't know what to do. I really don't. I'm at a complete loss.